back to my channel. This is your first time here. Glad to have you. Today's video is a get ready with me using some old and new makeup products. It's also a beginner friendly video, so if you're interested in seeing these makeup products and how I use them, please keep on watching. We're gonna start off with the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm. This is very hydrating on the lips. It goes on like butter. It is not sticky. I already did my brows off camera. What I use on my eyelids is the MAC Art Library in the shade Flamboyant. Place this all over my lid, and then I use this in the crease. It's just a very minimalistic look, as you can see. You can barely see the colors, but they're there. I just want to wipe my face with makeup remover wipes. This one is from the Target brand, Up and Up. I'm gonna let my face dry down before going ahead to apply my skincare. And the first thing I'm going to be applying is the Kiehl's Ferulic Brew Rejuvenating Facial Essence with naturally derived ferulic acid. This is supposed to boost a healthy radiance. I'm gonna go in with my LANEIGE Water Bank Intensive Moisturizer. With this moisturizer, a little goes a long way because it moisturizes intensely. I was actually looking for a primer to use, a hydrating primer. I have two new Maybelline Grippy Primer, which is more of a serum than a primer, and it doesn't extend makeup wear, which is why I don't want to use it. I also have the Maybelline Jelly Primer, which I've been using a lot. I also have some other primers, but I think this is more hydrating and it's blurring as well, hydrating and blurring, so this should be a better option for me to use today. So I'll just put this on the back of my hand. Foundation today, I'll be using the Armani Power Fabric Foundation. This is a weightless matte foundation with an up to 24-hour wear. Also comes with broad spectrum SPF 25 and comes with a pump. I have worn this a couple of times. I haven't worn this on camera since I purchased it. Only worn the luminous foundation on camera. This is what it looks like. Very beautiful blurring finish. I struggled with the same shade 11 in the luminous foundation. That one is just lighter, like a shade or two lighter than this one. I don't know why they didn't stick with the same shade. I just couldn't wear that one, but this one works. Now I have some dark spots on my forehead. Oh, I think I put a lot there. Let's see if it's going to cover that. Now it was able to cover the spots. It does have a smell, but it's not overwhelming or overpowering. So I had just one pump and it was able to give me the coverage I used for both sides of my face. I still have some more. I noticed they took out the foundation on Macy's. It's on Macy's and it's on Sephora, but they kept on reducing the shades as if they want to phase the foundation out. I thought at one point they wanted to discontinue the foundation. I don't know what they really want to do. On their website, I think they're still selling it, I hope they don't discontinue it. It is blurring, but it's not covering up my hyperpigmentation in an even manner. I have to keep adding foundation here and there to get the coverage I need. I hope they're trying to reformulate it, not completely take it out, because I think it's a beautiful, beautiful formula. This is what the foundation looks like on my skin. See, it matches me better than the luminous one did in the same shade. So moving on to concealer, today I'll be using the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer in the shade 5W. To contour my face, I'll be using the Fenty Beauty Matte Sticks in the shade Espresso. I'm going to use a sponge to blend out the concealer. So I'll use a tiny sponge and then go into the powder. I have some on the sponge, then I'll put the excess onto my and just rub it over before I go on to it. For all over face powder, I'll be using our Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Medium Dip. I'm going with the powder brush. For bronzer, I'll be using the Lancome Transforming Bronzer in the shade 07 Deep. Next thing I'm going to use is the Lancome Blush Subtil. This is one of the new shades that were added to the blush line. This is the shade 900 Folie Rouge. So it comes with the compartment thing here. Just look it up. It comes with a tiny brush, which I won't be using today. So let's try this. It's already very vibrant in person, but you guys probably can't see what I'm saying. So if you're not careful, you're just going to use too much like I'm using already. I'm trying to make it, yeah, you guys can see it already. So this one is if you want something very vibrant. The color is beautiful. The color is right up my alley. This is the kind of color I usually go for with the blush. Ooh, I like it. I'm just trying to even out the sides since, you know, I'm going to gently spray my face. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Satin Spray, which I have in mini size here, to spray my face. So to take the harshness of the blush a little bit after you spray it, use a sponge to press it down, and then it won't be so harsh anymore. Now I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Luxe Illuminating Duo in Soft Bronze. This is what it looks like. You know, my camera had stopped recording. I was applying this, so I was just lightly using the brush to apply the highlighter to the high point of my face, to my nose. Now I'm just going to fix my eyebrows a little bit. Today I'm not going to use some false lashes, but I'm going to use a mascara. I'll be using the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Volume Mascara. So I'm going to use a lighter bronzer to contour my nose. I'm using the MAC Sunstruck bronzer in the shade Rich Rosy. See how it instantly just contoured and made the area look bronzed. For lip, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Royal Red. When you open it, this is what it looks like. Final look I was able to achieve with all of the old and new makeup I used today. I really had fun doing this video. I enjoyed all of the makeup products I used. Now there's some of the products I haven't used in a while, like the concealer, and I really fell in love using it today. And remember, I'd used it once and I didn't really like the coverage. I thought the coverage was very light, but today, even if you know it didn't have a lot of coverage, I like the blendability, and even though I allowed it to sit for a while, it didn't become hard to blend. It was very easy to work with. I also like the foundation. It has a very soft matte quality. It's not so matte for my dry skin that I wouldn't want to use it again. I like that I can easily reach for the foundation. You know, that's something I like about a product, that I can easily reach for it, not just buy it and dump it. I use it once and I wouldn't want to reach for it. I hope Armani doesn't discontinue the foundation. I also like the bronzer. I really like the way that bronzer brings dimension and color to my face. I like the way it contours my face. I hope they go darker because that's the deepest shade. And I also like the blush, the color of that blush. They have other colors, other new colors they came out with. If you're not someone that likes intense colors such as that one, I don't think you will like it, because you don't even need to go in with 2 taps. You definitely get some color out of that palette. But I like it. I like the color I got. I also like the lipstick, but I noticed that it stains the teeth, so I have to look at the mirror every second to ensure that I don't have a stain on my teeth, and then go back and do some more talking. I also like this spray. The Huda Beauty Easy Bake is very good at what it claims to do. It mattifies the face very much. It dries down quickly too, and it helps reduce the amount of oils you have throughout the day. It keeps your foundation or your complexion products in place for the rest of the day, and I'm beginning to reach for it very easily, so I probably would go get a full size because I really like it myself. And the hair too. This is a new hair. I think I got this from Ebony online. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm beginning to get used to the color. Initially the color was like, I'm looking like the girl from Brave, the animated series, animated movie, because of the hair. It's pretty, but I don't know if it suits me well. I'm someone that I really don't like stressing myself to do the edges of the hair. I wish there was a world where you just get the wig and then you don't have to go through the stress of cutting the edges and having to glue and do all of that stuff. Just put it on and go. I am in that line of thought. So this is where I end my video for today. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. You have a blessed night or day and stay safe.